All right, Zach, thanks so much. Well, it is the end of another week, and you know what that means. Say it along with me. Verify Fast Friday starts right now. Well, there's a lot of people spinning misinformation right now online about the coronavirus, like this Facebook post that popped up during the pandemic with close to 400,000 shares online. It says to pick up a product and look at the barcode. If the first three numbers are 690, 691, or 692, that product was made in China. The post goes on to say, buy American. There's all kinds of undertones in that post. We're not going to get into that. We're just looking at the facts here. So let's verify. Do the first three digits of a barcode tell you where an item is made? Our source here is GS1, a global nonprofit that's been licensing barcode numbers since the 1970s. Here's what you need to know. A barcode number is like a fingerprint for products. It's a unique set, and it's made up of digits that tell you the owner of the product and what kind of item it is. Those first two or three digits tell you where the barcode was registered, meaning which GS1 office around the world issued it. Our researchers checked, and the barcode numbers in the post do match up with the office in China, but that number doesn't tell you where the product was made. A company can also license a barcode number with any GS1 location, regardless of where they're headquartered. So, false. There's no way to know where a product was made just based on a barcode. Next up, it may seem a little morbid, but I've had some questions come in from people who have loved ones that work in funeral homes. They want to know, can you catch COVID-19 from a corpse? All right, we turned to a number of different experts on this one, and here's the deal. We know the most dangerous and infectious part of this virus comes through breathing, so that would obviously cut down on the risk significantly with someone who has unfortunately passed away. And typically, there's a high level of PPE, or personal protective equipment, for people working with dead bodies. But experts all agree it is still possible to get the virus from someone who is no longer alive. So we can verify, yes, it's possible, but of course less likely than when you interact with someone who is infected and alive. Hey, I'm on Facebook and Twitter. You can send me an email, crogers2@kcentv.com. Remember, I am answering your questions around the clock. And if I haven't gotten to your question yet, I will. Also, we've answered plenty of questions right now that I continue to get in my inbox, so I'll be getting back to those people individually. Now, Heidi, getting back to that, the corpse question, I know it's a little bit more, but I was a little bit on the fence as whether or not to put that on air. But then I realized that there's so many families out there that funerals and working with the dead, that's part of their livelihood, and I can understand the concern there. So we want to remind people to stay safe. Of course, it is less likely to get infected from a corpse, but still there are dangers with that. So I'm sure that so many of our Central Texans that work within funeral homes know the risks, and they understand the safety precautions to take.
Yeah, and I think that they're always safe, whether there's a pandemic or not, when dealing with the human corpse. But it's still, I'm glad you reached this question. I know it can be, a little depressing to talk about this, but still it's an important industry that impacts so many people, especially here locally. We have some great families that own a lot of funeral homes. So I'm just glad you got to this verified to make sure that they are staying safe.